Craig. Married and miserable. How's it going, bro?
Married and miserable. Let me just readjust here because we're talking about that. My testicles moved when you said that.
Nice.
Yeah. They shifted a little bit on their own. They get scared anytime I talk about being married. They know they're never going to be touched again by any other hands than my own. So they move a little bit. Like, they suck up a little bit like I touch cold water. But yeah, it's funny. Then I get that awkward stomach ache like someone kicked me. Not even like you get kicked. You ever get like bakoo, you get flicked in one testicle?
In the nuts.
Yes. A flick in one nut. Just one nut. You don't even need both, man. In fact, both would be less excruciating because the pain is distributed equally. Yeah. You just get flicked in the nuts and you get that stomach ache. That's kind of, that's it.
Oh,
that's the sound.
Fuck. Yeah, that's all of it.
But yeah, no, Married and Miserable, dude, it was great. It was great. We shot it almost over a month ago now. And it was, what a great night, sold out, great crowd. You know, it sucks. I only got a chance to do one shot. Like most of the time when you do a special, when you shoot a special, it's two shows.
Okay.
And they edit it. You know, they cut it apart and take the best of both shows. I didn't think I could really fill a room more than once, so I had to do it all in one shot. And I just did like an hour and 20 minutes. I wound up doing, but it was amazing. I finally got to see the raw footage. The production company I shot it with, Fuzz on the Lens Productions, great guys. I did that film Abnormal Attraction with them 2 years ago as well.
Yeah,
they finally got that done.
I thought so,
and they were getting it done. Like 3 weeks after my special was shot. So I already knew going in that, Craig, we're going to shoot your special, but we're not going to be able to even look at it until after the premiere of Abnormal Attraction, which was September 20th. So I didn't even get to look at it till like the 23rd of September. So just like 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
And I was thinking like maybe it sucked. I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
I really couldn't remember. You know, people are trying to tell me. I remember it wasn't bad. Like I didn't remember any bad things, but I couldn't remember much at all. Dude, we sat down watching that, and the dude I did a 6-camera shoot. I did. I raised. I did the Indiegogo. I raised over 13.
You killed it.
Yeah, I raised over 13 grand. I tried to raise 9. I raised 13.2, and we just shot it. I shot a 4-camera, a 4K shoot with 4 red lens cameras. There was like there was over $500,000 of equipment in the room that night, man. Just shooting me, like I felt really good. Like we had top of the line, high quality. So we had 4 red lens cameras on me, and then 2 GoPros. And we put one in the ceiling shooting down on me, and one from behind me shooting out behind me into the audience. And you know, he laid out, like he didn't get to really edit anything. He linked everything up to me. He synced it all up to show me we'd watch the raw footage. So what we did, we started watching it. We were about a minute and a half in. I was like, oh my god, this is starting off really well. Like it looks good. And all of a sudden, I did something and I said something and I turned. And he goes, watch this. And he clicked the button and he showed me the other angle. Like I turned right into the other camera. And there was cameras all around me, man, like 360. So no matter which way I went, they caught me, like, and it was just amazing. And I was like, oh my god, you got that. Oh my god, you got that. And one camera was on the audience the whole time.
That's
just
amazing.
Shooting the audience the whole time. So 5 cameras on me, 1 on the audience, and we sat there and he just kept hitting the buttons. Like he didn't edit it yet, but it was raw. And it wasn't even cleaned or colored or digitalized, or the volumes weren't adjusted or nothing. Just watching it. I kissed him like fucking 8 times. I kept hugging him. We're sitting in chairs and I'm just like, dude, Mike, this is great. I'm hugging him and just kissing him. I'm like, this is gonna be awesome.
You think Harvey Weinstein was bad?
Oh yeah.
I just started masturbating.
I jerked the guy off before. We were at like 52 minutes and I was like, I don't care. We're in. We made this motherfucker, and I just jerked him off, and then he came, and then I left. So no, but I got to finally see the raw footage, and oh my god,
cool.
It is going to be amazing. Just seeing the raw footage, and I'm really hard on myself. I'm always like, so I never look at everything as being great. You know, you have great nights, but you don't learn from a great night. You learn from a shitty night when you fuck up. You know, on a great night, you can just say I had a great night, everything went well. But it's on the bad nights where you say, what did I do wrong? Like, why did this not go as well as yesterday? Or you know, so, and I did not want that, and I had one shot. So it looks like the whole special from beginning to end, including credits, will be about an hour and 5, an hour and 6 minutes long, which is exactly where I wanted it to be.
Nice.
Because I wanted to go to Netflix. So Netflix, you know, if you look at most comedians in there, they're between an hour and 1, and an hour and 20. So I wanted to be right in that window, but I wanted to be on the lower side of that window so people watch me, because they don't know who I am. But at the same time, I wanted to hit the 1 hour mark, you know, because I'm, you know, I'm a comic that does that kind of time. I want to show that I have that much material, that much time, and I have it even more. We cut some out, but
yeah,
dude, it came out. I can't wait for this thing to be done.
When will it be? Do they know yet or no?
They were shooting for 2 more weeks from now, but they're not going to be done because we still have 1 scene to shoot. I did an intro and outro, like sketches, little sketches, and the 30-second intro, the first 15 to 20 seconds is a little kid, a little 8-year-old kid in a bald cap and a beard. It's the 8-year-old me,
Cool.
and we still have to shoot him, but that's the only thing we have to shoot. Everything else was shot. The outros are all shot, and it transitions from him to me. Sleeping in the back of the room, and my wife and kids waking me up. Like, we shot all that already. And then I get up and they wake me up like, you got to go on. You got to, like, it starts out, it's going to say like Tottenville, 1978, Tottenville, Staten Island, New York.
Yeah.
And we didn't shoot it yet. Now I'm changing my ideas. I have 3 possible routes we're actually looking into. I got my guys looking into seeing if we can get anything like 4 or 5 seconds of Robin Williams, early Robin Williams. Because he was my first influence. He's not my only influence, but he's clearly my first influence.
Yeah.
And we want to see if we can get like if we can get without paying any money, like
even
like 4 seconds. And we're just gonna have the little kid looking at a TV, the little me looking at the TV, and you just see him for like 3 or 4 seconds, and then you'll just see the reflection on the little kid. And when I grow up, I want to be a stand-up comedian. And then and then he's gonna go into a voiceover where it's gonna be me and the stage and everything now.
Nice.
And it's gonna come back to him going, yeah, that's what I want when I grow up, And then it's gonna transition into me sleeping in the back of the room. And my wife and kids waking me up, telling me I got to go up, and then I run up on stage, and that's the intro. It's cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the other one's him in a classroom. I found the classroom I can use. I got a couple of other little kids, and having a teacher call him up and be like, all right, class, it's Craig's turn. And he walks up. What do you want to be? And like shoot it really cool, like where you just see the jeans and the boots, like how I always dress, boots, jeans, and the cuffed up. I want to put this on the kid. So like as the camera pans up, you see the jeans, you see the sleeves cuffed up, you see this, and then it comes up to the little boy, 8-year-old kid with a beard and a fucking bald head. It's just gonna be funny, man. It's only 15 to 20 seconds, but it's worth the wait.
It sounds like a dream I had a couple nights ago.
Nice. Oh my god, I had that same dream about a rather tall man drinking. I think it was Hennessy. A lot of Hennessy.
A lot of Henny.
Are you planning on filming all those intros, or you're going to decide which one you want first?
We only really got one shot. I have the kid for a couple of hours. The kid's actually like a child actor. He's a friend of ours, friend of the family's.
Yeah.
But he's shooting a real film, like the end of October, all the way to the middle of December.
Wow.
So I'm getting him for free for 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, my daughter's going to do his makeup and hair, and the guy's going to come in. We're going to shoot him wherever it's going to be. Or it's just going to be him laying. The other thing was him laying in bed, just like dreaming. When I grow up, I want to be. That's the 3. There's 3 of them. That was like the first one, was him kind of just laying there dreaming, saying, when I grow up, I want to be a stand-up comedian. And it goes into a voiceover of the kid still talking, of the room and the crowd, and not even me on stage. The other 2 guys, Buddha and Sicoli. So it's going to like a pan of the room, and you're like, when I grow up, I want to be a stand-up. I want to have my own comedy special.
I'll be like these guys.
Yeah. And there's all pictures. It's a cool place. There's pictures of all the famous comics who've been through there. And there's good guys that went through there, like like Bobby Collins gone through there a lot of times. Vic DiBitetto, the late great Kevin Meaney. Guys like that. Everybody. Jim Norton. Everybody's been through this club.
Yeah.
Jim Florentine, like all those guys. So
wow.
All their pictures on the wall. So there's one point where they shot all that for me slow. So your voiceover, the kid's going to be like, I want to do it on the same stage that some of the greatest comedians of our time have like blood, sweat, and tears all over the stage. And their very essence, like a little 8-year-old kid, like their very essence poured out into the stage. As you see these pictures, like, that's what I want.
It's like the Wonder Years.
Yeah. Dude, the outro scenes are great, man.
Yeah.
I shot it with a whole bunch of... Hodge was supposed to be in it, but he got there too late, the jerk.
Wow, I was going to say, he's in everything. I figured he would have been.
He was supposed to be, him and his boy. They got there. By the time they got there, we were already almost done shooting it. We couldn't add him in. He couldn't just suddenly appear in the room,
Yeah. He was busy doing like a podcast before that.
Podcast about a podcast about a podcast about a music video.
Right.
Love the Hodger. He was, what was it, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, he was
probably
here a couple
longer
weeks
than that
ago.
now.
Yeah.
Shit flies, but like 2 or 3 weeks he was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's some cool stuff, and hopefully I'm looking realistically the middle of November. Like I said, it was supposed to be done before. I'm down. I got 3 shows in Florida at the end of the month. I'm down in like Lutz and Palm Harbor and Spring Hill, Florida.
Nice.
So which is like the Gulf, like by Tampa. So
Yeah.
if anybody out there is in that area, in the Tampa area, the Spring Hill, Brooksville area, whatever, Lutz, that area, if you go to my website, CraigLoydgren.com. You can get tickets from PayPal or just put your name on the thing, and
What's it going to be out on? Is it going to be on DVD?
No, this is going for. I shot this for the dreams of Netflix.
Okay.
It's for Netflix, but I don't know if it's going to go to Netflix because a guy can dream, can't he?
Yeah.
It's going to open market, but I do have a few connections.
What did Goatee get on? Goatee got on
Amazon Prime. That's a good one too.
Yeah, he's on Prime with his show. Yeah, absolutely. Because that one pays
cool.
you. See, Netflix pays you flat rate, and then whatever it is. Amazon, if you get the more views you get, the more you get paid for it. So if you get a ton of people watching it, you actually get paid for viewership, which is pretty cool.
I want the Netflix deal.
I want the Netflix deal too.
Yeah,
I want it for right now. Netflix is where to go. Netflix is like the HBO used to be, and still is kind of, because if HBO is an alternative, I have connection. I have some people that just know people, whatever.
Harvey Weinstein.
But yeah, I got friends.
Old brother.
But yeah. Bomb. I'd love to call him on him. Right now, he'd be like, not now.
I'm gonna get Harvey Weinstein's brother.
Not now. First my brother, now I need you, an Aryan brother. No, get away. But I'm a Jew.
It's a nightcap.
It's
not that kind of hood.
Yeah. I walk in with that on, right? Yeah, straight up in the air. Like, look, they've gone stripes.
So you want Netflix because you believe more people are going to see it on Netflix?
It's just it's the place to be for comics, and if I get on, like I said, I got HBO, Netflix, and True TV, and I wouldn't even mind going to True TV if that was the case because it's exploded. I mean, it's all True TV is nothing but the Impractical Jokers, and then they have that show, the Comedy Knockout show, and they have that other live show, the Chris Somebody show, whatever. I watched it. I'm not a huge fan unless you guys want to help me out. Then it was great, but no,
I don't watch TV.
But True TV has become very comedy oriented. So
see, I thought that was on crime shit.
I don't even know what True TV is.
Yeah, True TV. It's flooded. It bought all the rights, so it owns all the rights. I should say, didn't buy them to the Impractical Jokers. Okay. And they're a phenom, so they're on every day, like 6 hours a day. And then,
I thought that was always like, I just survived.
They have like two other comedy shows, like talk shows, comedy shows, and then they have that Comedy Knockout show on there and everything. So it's become very comedy. They got that Carbano or whatever effect, Corbona effect.
I think Slambo's trying his own thing called Common Nazis, but the
Common Nazi effect.
Yeah, Common Nazis, but.
You sure it wasn't "Come on Nazis"? That sounds a little more Slambo.
It might have been that. Come on me, Nazis.
Yeah.
With Slambo.
Come on me and speak with a German accent. I will come on your face. Fair line.
With your special, you said
Here, Slambo.
Buddha and Sokoli were involved in your special as well.
Those boys were my openers, man.
That's what I thought.
Those are my boys of comedy. If I had two guys that I had to say were like
Buddha's your boy.
My best friends in this field and outside of this field. Buddha's like one of my best friends. He's my best friend in the comedy biz. He's become very close outside in my private world too. Because a lot of these guys are just comedy, and I have a whole real world too. But Buddha has crossed over, and so is Sokoli.
Buddha's so cool, man. When he came on, he was texting me, he was calling me for a few weeks. It was so cool, cool.
Buddha's a cool dude, real funny dude, and he was my opener. Sokoli hosted it, but they did 15 each. They went up. Okay. And what I didn't want anybody to take too much time because I was going to do close to an hour and a half. My goal was an hour and a half. I did like an hour 20. And then I lost my train of thought. I just fucking blanked out. But what I found out, I left a couple of little jokes out. Could have gone another 5-10 minutes. But I didn't do a lot of crowd work, which was good. I do a lot of crowd work. I do some, but I do a lot of crowd work normally. But I knew everybody. I fucking knew everybody. So it's so hard to ask you a question if I know the answer. It has to be organic for me. If it's not organic, I can't do it. So one of the things we did cut out, there was about a minute. But it was only a minute. I thought I did it half the night. I did it a couple of quick jokes in like a minute, teasing a couple of guys that I knew the names. I'm like, Steve, like Ron, talking to them. I'm like, see, normally it's sir, ma'am. Now it's Steve, Ron, Billy, Joe. Wow, this is awkward. I can't even talk to you. It's like I can't ask you if you're miserable. First of all, I know you are, and second of all, your wife's sitting right there. Like,
you're a miserable bag of shit.
So I made a couple of quick jokes about that, and then I went off it. But I thought, because I couldn't remember, I thought I did that for a half hour. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna have to edit like a half hour of his fucking show because I'm talking to everybody. It was like a minute. I was like, yes. Cool. In fact, the first 48 minutes, almost 49 minutes, it was almost 49 minutes consecutively. I'm not editing at all.
Oh wow!
That
must be a great feeling.
Well, actually, I should say there's 50 seconds of me using names. In 49 minutes. So in 49 minutes, it's 48 and 10. There's 50 seconds that we're removing because I used a couple of names. Yeah. And that thing I just talked about. So
okay.
And in that, otherwise, that 40, that is all straight through, and it's just going to be cut into angles, and then the last 10 minutes, 11 minutes is edited a little bit because I do that balloon thing that I do, but I talk a little bit. Had an issue with the balloon, stuff like that, so we edited some of that down, and I talked to everybody a little bit, and I edited that down, and just bullshit with everybody a little bit. I did a toast with everybody, cut all that shit out. So
kind of like check it out.
Oh, Angel Salazar?
Angel Salazar, he likes the champagne.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Dude, champagne. Yeah. Dude, I'm
he likes the toast.
Did you ever have him on here?
No, dude, I tried. Dude, he's not on Twitter much. He never
he's down in Florida now, but I'm a pretty good friend of his.
Oh, he's amazing.
I've worked with why'd the screen just go out over there?
Oh, pay your bill.
Yeah, what's the fuck? Yeah,
check it out.
I've worked at check it out. He's like, holy shit, white people. More white people. Let me make you feel better, white people. Born in the USA. And he gets up and he pulls down the flag. He's already got hanging up there like with the clothespins, and he pulls down the flag. Like Bruce Springsteen.
He's got the whole outfit.
Born in the USA. Oh, yeah.
He's amazing.
We
saw Hodge. That's where we met Hodge. That's where we met Mangelli. Tom Mangelli.
Yeah.
We met him at the show. I think he was like, it was like a competition.
Hey, look, black guy.
Levy was there.
Levy
was there judging. It was
I'm gonna call you Reggie.
So cool.
At a pizza parlor.
You know Reggie.
Right?
Yeah, at a pizza parlor in in Waretown or something. So fucking good. So good.
Nice. Oh, I've done that pizza parlor in Waretown. I've done comedy there. There's a few pizzerias I've done over the years. It's not
nice.
I've done fucking bagel stores, laundromats,
bagels,
ice cream
laundromat. Get out.
Yeah. Matt Bridgestone did a show we did a couple times in a laundromat. Anyway, the guy could find the stage back in the day, and me, Buddha, like all of us guys, we were all like stupid enough to follow. We're like, all right, well, why not? It's stage time, bagel store.
What do you want? Change or something? Yeah. What do you got to do? You need fabric softener?
Dude, we're getting paid in fucking bagels, but not locks. You got to pay for the locks. No, the locks cost money. If he'll give you a bagel, it's like, hard as a rock. It's like, yesterday's bagel. We knew the show was tonight. We had to pay you boys. Here you go. But can I have some cream cheese? Spreads are additional. But
he's a wheeler and dealer.
Bridgestone, Bridgestone just kept trying. But you know what? All his trying and all his shit.
He got there.
He is now the owner, the co-owner of the Atlantic City Comedy Club, that runs 7 nights a week, 9 shows a week.
Yeah.
In the playground behind Caesars. It's amazing. It's an amazing fucking club. And he's running the Tropicana 2 nights a week. He's running out of a club Anthem Wednesdays and Fridays. I heard rumors they might be changing it to Tuesdays and Fridays, which might be more beneficial. Tuesdays, for some reason, is just a killer night down there.
Is it?
Much better than Wednesdays. Yeah, when I went down there, Bridgestone gave me a lot of opportunities. I worked out down there for almost a month before my special. I did like 18 shows down there in like 15 days. Like, it was just great. Like, I was just down there doing show after show. It was 2 shows a night. And just incredible. Like, just condition myself to get myself prepared for my special, to shoot my special. I wanted to be up there. I wanted to be keyed up. And thank God I did do that, because I was such a robot. I couldn't remember like I said, I couldn't remember what I did. And then when I watched it, I was like, holy shit, I did things I didn't even remember I did. And then there was things I didn't do that I forgot or missed. And then there was things I did do, so I was like, all right, this is a nice balance, man. I missed a few things that suck, but I did so many awesome things, I'll deal with the few that sucked. You can't have it all.
I'm gonna piss. You guys still want to go? Because we'll do too many races when I come back, but...
Why? Where are you gonna go? I mean, what for?
I gotta piss, but I didn't know if you wanted to play a song or you at 8 o'clock. We got the first.
See, when you have me on, why would you even have other people calling in? Like, that is so fucked up for the other people. Like, really? I mean, like, what the fuck? You guys
Buddha asked me. Buddha's like, how is he? How is he? Did he just fucking talk over everyone? I'm like, no, he's a great guest.
Dude, every show I do, everybody's like, wow, time went by so fast. That was an hour and a half. We didn't even break. I'm like, yeah, I know. I know.
That's it. Craig don't like no breaks.
No, I will stop and break for you guys because you're a pussy. But no,
I do have to play. I got some ads.
All right, go ahead.
I got a rehab. Let's get everybody, or out of debt. Let's get out of debt.
I'll be right back.